Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Switch it, come on, switch it. Rush in.
First carry now for Justice Hill. He finds an opening past the 40. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Justice Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. A first carry now for Nick Chubb, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That really sets him back, a loss of 6. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
180! 49. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Real.
Now on 2nd and 16, Mayfield, and he's got the hook up to Landry. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Watch the ship.
Alert! Hurry!
Motion out of the backfield. 31's the mark.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
That's it, baby. We got to work.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. How about them just taking it Big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson. Flush to his right. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Mike's 4-2, Mike's 4-2. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Joker, 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 joker. Kill, kill.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. He's going to go deep for Conley. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now Landry. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a carry. It's C.J. Anderson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Pistol. Here we go. 50. Mike 50. Hey, let's get in that hole.
From the gun, Mayfield. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Let's go.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
You tighten up. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's go,
Hey, two. Hey,
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that, but in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go. Deuce. Undercrunch. Echo. We got double up. Hey, switch gears.
Magic. Watch motion. Switch ball.
Here's Jackson to throw again. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Jackson now. He gets it to Brown, complete. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Check 6 guys.
Set, ready. Pittsburgh.
58, right there.
You ain't going nowhere.
Check 99.
Shoot.
Check. Crunch.
Play action. Now Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Slam.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Just keeping the play alive. It's caught. Smith. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
A 67-yard attempt.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg, Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra, even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now Hill, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He can run for it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Let's go. 53.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Browns' 48-yard line.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. They still can't get it. It's complete to Chris Conley. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And able to find Conley. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Kill. Pick the edge. He's crashing. He's checking crack.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10.
Check.
To throw again, Jackson. Got a man, it's Brown. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And now it's second down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check tight. Chance. Check four.
They go play action with Jackson. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down.
Check three. You go tight. You got tight right there. Check 37.
Jackson will throw again. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown as the Ravens push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And he gets it to C.J. Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Run. 54's mark. 54's mark.
Now Mayfield. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That's good for 28 yards. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And this is caught at the 8. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed.
Bryant's extra point up and good. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Point it right. Mark 38. You draw Corker.
Mayfield off the play fake. Going deep here for Landry. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And a throw there going to be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
Jackson now, throwing on third and long. Trying to improvise. Caught here by Conley. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. A big play that time out of Chubb. 56 yards on the ground.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run. It's Hilliard. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on its toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Regular. Hey, alert 33.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Darren Lee, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Alert!
54, right there.
To try again after the sack. Mayfield, and Anderson's got it. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th.
54. Check. 54.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Switch, switch, switch. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Being chased out left. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From midfield now, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Check 24, check 24.
49, check 49, check 49.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Showing it, showing it. Let's go. Come on. Check out. Hot, hot.
Shift, shift.
Back, back, back. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Play action. It's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
On first and 10, Mayfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28.
Second down, defense, let's go. Watch the edge. Switch it, switch it, switch it.
Pistol. Alert, 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 alert. Hurry.
Mike's back.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike's back.
Mayfield. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now Brown. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Wow, sensational 95 yards on the punt return as the Ravens push further out in front. So they boost their advantage here in the fourth quarter. And don't get me wrong, you take the points. I guess the only downside is didn't really get to milk any of the clock here in this last quarter.
But they'll take the points because, as you and I both know, here in the fourth quarter, things intensify. And while they may not have taken firm command of the game, it does give them a little bit of a cushion.
Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. First down, Mayfield. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's make these babies cry.
From the gun, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Mayfield looks to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, box truck.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A first down throw from Mayfield. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Mayfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
On first down, it's Hill. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Switch. Check.
Now a 10th carry for Hill. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
That's the way. Kill. Check the backer.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
It's just me and you. Check. Shift. Watch the shift.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Baltimore, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.